Hello guys, if you like my awesome gaming videos, my programming and web development courses, my editing courses and editing videos, and my tech talks and tech guidance, then you can consider subscribing to my channel and click on this bell icon to stay connected with me all the time. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So previous video I just implemented the edit functionality. As you can see, at exist.put to edit the particular product ID and give whatever we want to add, like this kind of data to the API. So our edit functionality was done, and we also implemented the delete functionality. If we go to the product detail page, here we're going to show every single thing, and as you can see, we handled the delete functionality using exist.delete. So our this CRUD functionality is done. You can watch my previous all the videos which I'm going to talk about part by part, because all of the things are very connected and very important to understand. So now I'm going to work on how we can implement the review functionality, because all the product detail page we want to show if there is any review based on in each product by its ID. We want to parse every single reviews of that particular product. And it can be, suppose we have a post, we have all the comments, you want to show all the comments that is particularly in this post or in this product. Okay, so in the product detail page, we're going to render out all of those things. Basically, we need two terminal. One is for backend. So let's start our server node server.js to run our server or API. Otherwise, it will not work. And make sure you have your XAMPP setup. As you can see, it is started. We think it is done. So our server is running properly. So let's go to another terminal. And here I'm gonna go to cd client, because this is our React app. We just named it as client. As you can see, we have client and we have server, two different things. Okay, so let's go into the client, and as you can see, we're here, and write npm start, and it will start our React application. So let's wait a little bit. I'm gonna explain everything from start to finish one by one. If you go to the reactjs.org/docs, and you need to go to the hooks segment if you want to learn more about hooks. So we have all the products. As you can see, I changed the design a little bit in the show all products page. So let's go and check it out. And if we go there, as you can see, it is running on localhost properly. And here we have our design. It changed a little bit. If we go to the show products page, as you can see, getting all the products, okay, getting all the products into the data, and you're going to show products. We have every single thing, and we just map it and show it in a column. Return a column. In the column we have a different component that render everything. So if you go to the product card component, we got it from the props and render all the properties. So very simple and easy concept. So if you didn't watch the first part where I implemented the show products and detail page functionality, you must have to watch that, which is really useful. So in the container, I added justify content center to center all the content in the middle, and just give some padding of 2, which is coming from the container, and you need to import it. As you can see, container, row, column, all of this in React Bootstrap. Here we just added a simple thing which is called md6. In medium screen we will use 2 column. In the large screen we use 3 column, 4, 4 and 4, which makes 12. As you know, in the Bootstrap column system we have 4 grid, we have 3 grid, each grid size is 4, so total is 12. On the small screen we have 12, which is the maximum size. We will see only 1 card. If we go to the smaller size, if you go to the large size, we will see 3 cards in each row, and if in the go to the medium screen, we will see 2 cards in each row. So we are on the large screen, so we are seeing 3 information or 3 card. If we just shrink it in the middle screen, as you can see, in the medium screen we have 2 thing, which is each of them taking 6 space, which is total 12. And if you go to the large screen, each of them taking 4, and this one is 4, this one is 4, which is total 12. And if you go to the smaller screen, as you can see, each of them takes full 12 space. If we go to our detail page, as you can see, we don't see any reviews, but each of the products should have some reviews. As you can see, we have some product/id, which is dynamic ID. So based on that ID, we're gonna parse all the reviews, each reviews. Okay, so how can we do that? If we go to the postman, okay, let me go to the postman. So as you can see, if we click send, we can get product reviews. We get all the product reviews of which product, with product ID of 3. So as you can see, we have ID of 3, we get all the products and its reviews. It has 3 reviews, as you can see, and the review is a array of object. Okay, so we need to parse that out. Suppose for the product ID of 3 we have this. So if we go and see the product ID of 3, as you can see, if we go to the Samsung, this one, the product ID of 3, it has 3 reviews, so we need to parse it here. So for that we need to go and add a br tag. So after the title, price and description, I need to add something, which is, you can write h4 tag, and here we have reviews. Okay, here we'll have all the reviews, and you can use br tag as well after that. And here the br tag, you can have all the review section here, and which will be above the edit and the delete button. Okay, so if you save that thing, as you can see here, if you save that, and as you can see here, we'll have all the reviews and under that. Okay, so we need to parse all of them out, and for that we need to go to get product reviews /id. So we need to just copy the same thing. So copy the same thing and paste it out here. Instead of get single product data, okay, and set it into our use state, we need to get this one, get product reviews, and this id should be dynamic. Let's add the id, and we already get the id because we used use params. And use params, if you save that thing, as you can see, we already have that id, and based on that id, we're going to parse all the reviews of each product, and it will have a series of, or the array of reviews. So we need to hold all of those things into some places. So how can we do that? So if we want to just console.log this, as you can see, we are console.logging it, and here we can inspect. Here we can go to console and just refresh that thing. I think we should refresh it. As you can see, we get everything. We get title, we get price. As you can see, we have all of those things. We have the descriptions, created and updated and published, and inside that we have review. As you can see, it is singular review, and you can name it reviews as well, but I just keep it whatever it is. And it has 3 array of object, which is 0, 1 and 2 position, and each of them has id, product id, which product id this review belong to, because this is a product id of 3, as you can see. So it is completely connected using the foreign key, and I have given the rating is 3, and I have given it some examples of the descriptions as well, and it has a id of 1, which is review id, and based on it has product id of 3, it has this review. Okay, so every single thing will have product id of 3 because all of them are under product id of 3. So we get all the 3 reviews. Okay, and those are array of object. So you need to call something else. So for the for reviews, and for that you need to add one more use state, which is, you can call it reviews, no problem whatsoever, and you can write set reviews and just write use state, and this is an array of object. Okay, this should be array because reviews are array, and then we need to set it using the set reviews, and we need to set it inside this these functions, and this will be set to reviews, and then we can parse it out using the reviews.map. So for that we need to set it, use the set reviews, and in the set reviews we need to pass which data, and this is the API data that we get, and in the API data we have title, price and description, and we also have data.review. So we need to write data.review. Don't write reviews here, it should be only data.review. Make sure that, because as you can see we have review, not reviews here. So whatever you get from the API, you need to write it exactly the same, data.review. Now set reviews is all the data, and now we can access all the information using the review, this is state. Okay, and if you go to these places here, you can write a second bracket, and you can write reviews. If reviews.length, okay, we have reviews.length is greater than 0, because not every product has reviews. Some product don't have any reviews. So in that case, if it has some reviews, if reviews.length is greater than 0, so write a ternary operator. Okay, so here I'm going to write a logic, and here I'm going to write another logic. So first logic, it should be reviews.map, and it should map each review. Okay, and give an arrow function, and here we're going to return something, the p tag. Okay, so this is done properly, so just remove the first one. So inside the p tag, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a key, and this key should be review.id, because review has its own id, so that we can identify it uniquely. And then what we're going to render, we're going to render review.rating, and we have description. You can write review dot, and its property, it has a property of description that we want. So here you can write rating, is equals to this one, and you can write one more thing, which is br tag, okay, so that it gets next line, and we need to get the review.description. And if it is if the length is less than 0 or equals to 0, then we're gonna write a p tag. Just copy this p tag and paste it here. Okay, in the p tag we're gonna just write simply no reviews for this product. So this is the thing. So if it has some reviews, it will show us, it will map every single thing that we have in the review object, and you're gonna parse every single information like its rating and description. Otherwise it will show no reviews for this product. So very simple. Just get the proper URL. As you can see, we just changed the URL from /id to get products reviews, okay, based on particular ID. So we have already access to this ID based on it, okay, so that we can get every single information for each product. Okay, so these are the part that is changed, and okay, so these are the URL part, it would be changed. This part is changed to handle all the reviews, and this is the part to show all the information and render all of this out. I think it will work really fine. As you can see, we have all the reviews, the rating, iPhone is expensive, amazing, good product, all of those things. We have ratings, we have reviews, we have ratings, we have description, all of those things. So now it is our main duty. How can we add a review system? So in the detail page, we should have a system that we can add reviews, and it will show dynamically in this particular in this place. So let's do it for another product. If we go to iPhone 12, it has one review. iPhone 12 has only one review. It has iPhone 12 is great for gaming. So this is the review that we have. And how can we put one more reviews here? So let's add some information so that we can do that. So let's go to our add product, because add product will have something, and in the card, in the container, so this is the container we have, and let's add one more container, and this is one more container. In this container I'm gonna use add review so that we can add some review as well. And here I'm gonna write hr tag, and this part looks cool. Okay, so here in this positions, okay, you can add some reviews and it will show us in this page. And what we can do, you can go to our add product page, and you can copy the same thing. You can copy the whole form if you want, okay, and just go to product detail page, and product detail page is actually this product page. We're gonna put this information. So we took another container and just passed it out, and don't worry about the design. The design you can change the design based on yourself. It is just a React course, just so it is really fun to understand what the concept is, and if you understand the concept, it will be really easy for you. So here we don't need the title, so press Alter and just select this one, change the values. Let's change these values to rating, and make sure the label is rating, control ID is rating, and this value should be rating, and this is set rating. Now we don't have that set rating here, so how can we do that? So let's go and implement this in this place, and this is for the rating and description. We also need it for the description as well, and this would be for the description of review description. Okay, so you can write const rating and set rating, and we can write use state and default value is 0, suppose. And how can we get the rating? So if we go there, we don't need that price field. Okay, we don't need that price field. You can delete this thing. We just need description and this one, and make sure it is type is number as well. So we got the rating. So on change, whatever you write e.target value would be set into this set rating, and set rating will do, it will set the value into this rating variable. That is the thing that we're gonna render it out. As you can see, the value, the rating, and this rating we set it by e.target value in the set rating function or the use state. Okay, and as you can see, it should be type number because it is a rating which is integer field. And another one is as you can see, it is form control and it is text area type. Okay, so whatever you type in the description, it would be shown in here. So we have two description. This is for the review description and this is for the product description. So those are two different parts. I'm gonna use product description. You can write product description, and I'm gonna set product description. I'm gonna write it set product description, and this is for the another one is for just normal description. Okay, so const, this is for the review description. Okay, remember that we need to change the name because the product description and the review description name could not be same. It should be a little bit different in the use state part. So it should be set description and use state, it should be empty. So this is for the rating, for the description, for the review part. Okay, and make sure it is for the review part, and this is for the product description. Let's fix it for the product description first. And as you can see, this is the field we need to get the description of the product. This is for the product, and we're going to set it inside set product description. Okay, if we set it in the set product description, we can go to product description, and here we need to just here we just wrote the product description here. It should be product description. Okay, so you can change the name here in the use state. You can change it for the product description, but you cannot change it what you are getting from the API. As you can see in the use state, if we shrink it out, we are getting title, price and description. This field should be same exact that is in the database. You cannot change this variable name data.description. You cannot change that. It should be same as whatever you have in the API. It is data.description. You can change this variable name because it can be different. Set product description, and that we just set it here, set product description. Okay, set product description, this one. And whatever you set it inside that, you just set it into the product description. Now product description has this thing, data.description. Now we can just directly render into the product description. So we just change the name. So because we have two description here, that is the main thing. So that's why we are changing it. And the second part is just description. This is for the review description, not the product description. Going to go the page where you're going to add some reviews. Here you're going to first set rating. Whatever you rating you put, then we have description and set description. And set description actually put all the things. Set description will put all the value that we just passed into the description variable, and that is the thing that we just put it in the value. And this is the thing that we're going to put in the API using axios.post. And we need to import form from the React Bootstrap. You can use form button as well. It should be add review. On add review, it should go to this function, add product handle. It should be add review handler. Make sure it is add review handler, because when you click on the submit, it will take all the values like rating and description and put it into our API. So we need to create a function to add review. Okay, so we can write const should be an asynchronous function. Let me write it async, simple. And here you can just like let review, and review should be whatever we write in rating, it should be rating. And description, whatever we type in the description. So this description is this review description and our rating. These are the two fields that we want to pass into our API as a post request. And then we can write await. We can write axios.post, and axios.post we can go to add review. We can copy the same thing. Make sure it is template string, not this one. As you can see, as a template string, you should go to the API/product, and you should go to add review. Now you are putting add review to which product? To which product? This product. Okay, in the product detail we already got the ID which product we are passing this add review to. Okay, so that's why I need the dynamic ID, that which product you are putting that review. You are putting all the information of the add review inside the product ID or which ID you are given. It is completely dynamic. And you need to pass in the axios.post, you need to pass the review. Very simple. And here story.push after it is done, you can go to slash products page, suppose. So let's go and check it out. As you can see, we have a rating, which is number field, and the description fields. So if we click on the button add review, if we click on this button, it should put something. So another thing is that we need to pass some ID, which is product underscore ID. This is the foreign key, and this is the product ID that you are putting this review to. And this ID should be dynamic ID and this ID. Okay, so suppose I have product ID of 3, I am putting all the review inside the product ID of 3 as a foreign key, and give this name as a product ID, because in the reviews table I have a foreign key of product ID. So we are passing this value, this ID, as you can see, this ID or this ID inside the product ID, okay, as a product ID, because we need to keep track which product ID this review belongs to, because it has one-to-many relationship. All the reviews are belongs to that product, and each product has it can have many reviews. Okay, so this is the thing that we implemented in the previous lectures as well. So let's check it out and refresh it. As you can see, we have product ID of 1, and it has some information like reviews. Suppose iPhone 13, it doesn't have reviews, no reviews for this product. Okay, so let me add one more thing here so that it works fine. Okay, let's give it 5 out of 5, which is iPhone 12 is my dream phone, suppose, and give add. As you can see, it's working, rating 5, and iPhone 12 is a rating. Okay, so make sure we don't have reload. After you click add review, you just got reload. That is the thing we don't want, and for that you need to pass E, and you need to pass e.prevent default. Just write it properly, prevent default. Okay, so if you write it prevent default, it will not refresh. So after you put all the information like rating, description, product ID as an object, and put this thing into the API add review and particular product ID, and put this object that you want to pass, and then you're going to go to slash products. So after you put, suppose here I'm going to put 1 rating, and I'm gonna write post product, suppose, and put it add review. Now you see we don't have any refresh, we just go into the slash products. Now we have, as you can see, so many reviews we have, and you can also delete those things. So we done add product, edit, delete, and product detail page. We get all the functionalities, and in the show products we show all the products in a nice card view. So all the information is done really nice, and the next part I'm going to work really on how we can implement the awesome features of image as well. So using the Malter packages, I'm going to implement this feature as well into the backend. As you can see, into the backend we create all of those things. So I hope you understand a lot and learn something how you can do complete merge stack, suppose, using the MySQL instead of MongoDB. And this is the tutorial I wanted to make for so long, because I was so busy in learning all of those concepts for you, so that I can make quality content for you every single day and every single week, at least one of the very good quality videos. So I hope if you guys support me in the future, I will give you much more better content in the near future. So subscribe, share as much as possible, so that I can give you much better content in the near future. So till then, take care, bye bye, and take care, and I will see you in the next video.